Okay, I'm Luna Starlight, and today we're going to be playing The Lover of Me. This is the first time I've ever uploaded a video, so we'll see. She, her, Luna Starlight. TV ends. Another one of these mystical beast hunting shows ended with no results. You'd say you were disappointed, but you expected this. You're a realistic girl. The documentary not showing any trace of cryptids doesn't mean there aren't any. You're not off the TV. Now that the hour-long documentary was over, it was just going to be a bunch of crappy infomercials that would make paint drying more interesting. There were worse ways to spend a night, but you digress and look to your friend. Wow, that was the best documentary yet, although they totally misrepresented Mothman. He would never put pineapple on his pizza. Wolf from point of view furrows his brow and sighs furiously. He seemed to have a pretty sound argument. Yeah, but Mothman wouldn't go for the Italian pizza either. He'd get the meat lovers on the account that he eats people. Deacon heard the surprisingly extremely heated debate about Mothman finally devolving into which pizza company Mothman would order from, and which pizza company he liked enough to not eat the pizza meant from. He can get pretty loud for when he argues for someone who only speaks in sign. Whatever. I know he definitely ordered from People John's. You give a heavy groan at his pun as he silently laughs. Speaking of cryptics, did you hear about what happened in Easton? No? What about it? I was just there the other day. I bought those really good chips. Those kettle cooked ones? Oh, those are good. But listen, the place is deserted. Poof! It's like everyone decided to up and move all at once. Just last week it was a very upper middle class suburb place with Whole Foods and brunette people named Tina and Haplubs. Now it's completely barren. Okay, I can't help it. Okay, why are you telling me this? It's not like I know. The wolf gives you a dull look before sighing again. Wow, I don't know. Maybe because solving mythical mysteries is like your thing. Old time disappearing something like this sounds cryptic and myth related to me. I had to say it, I couldn't help it. A3 sighed somewhat hesitantly, trying to make sure he words his thoughts correctly as he tries to wrap his head around this. It's weird though, isn't it? The thought of people vanishing like this out of the blue. They're one day, the next, gone. The expression drops from pondering to downright cringe. You can't remember the last time you saw your friend this bothered by something. Huh, strange. I didn't know you could get so worked up over this. Normally I'm the one questioning the cryptic stuff. Oh, I can question it? For being settled by the fact that dozens of people are gone in less than a day? Yeah, you can. Just be careful with it or you'll get roped into saying everyone like last time. Begins to sigh frantically, clearly agitated at your remark. No, that was stupid. No one in the whole world base spoke sign language. They just took my silence as a yes and set me on a mission after mission. While all of those degenerates, sorry, I can't speak today, sat around and you put your hand on his, stopping him from sighing so hard before he hurts himself. He signs and resignation. I can't speak today. Give him a worried look before smiling and speaking up. Do you kiss your mother with that mouth? He's not amused at your sense of humor. Anyway, you're right, but maybe we should go check it out. You might find some cool cryptic stuff. Let's do it. Lit. You can go tomorrow morning. Easton's not too far from here. You get my place first thing in the morning, okay? He gives you a sheepish glance before flashing a determined and excited smile. You both part ways that night, eager for your adventure with your best friend in the morning. You stayed there because it's like your apartment. Where else are you gonna go? Ever since he started watching Legend Crackers on the Egg Network, he dreamed of embarking on one of those adventures, exploring the vast unknown and maybe discovering something new. In fact, you cannot sleep. You're so jazzed up that you get out of bed and decide to research cryptid sightings around the area. Let's see. Missing person, national emergency. Figures Looking doesn't seem all that interested in the cryptid sightings. In a huff of disappointment, you look out your window. The sky seems darker than usual, and not because of the rain. Darkness, a dreary, cold, spine-chilling whisper of crippling fear. Wait, that's it! You nearly forgot about this weird book you and 83 picked up at the library. No title, no summary on the book, not even a Dewey Decimal number on the spine. All you can make out was the strange symbols. Hieroglyphs? Runes? Runes? Whatever, these markings were on the cover. Something about this book piqued your interest, and against 83's frantic sign, you checked it out. What better time to read it than now? You light a candle because electricity is expensive, and open the tome. The first few pages are labeled as eldest and middle, seem to have been ripped and torn apart. However, you can make out the following disjointed words. Influence, 3, plague, embrace, murder, souls, and overcome. Out of the corner of your peripheral vision, you could have sworn you saw a pair of eyes. Okay, who's watching me? Or is that just my cats? Oh well. I don't care. A feeling of unease settles just above the hairs of your arms. Was it always so chilly in your room? Yeah. I always get my cold up here. My mom has to wear a jacket whenever she comes upstairs. I like the cold. Don't judge me. Wrapping one of your spare blankets around yourself, shrug off the goosebumps and resume reading. Something strange is written in this chapter. Something about an item. Energy controller. A long time ago, Middle made gifts for eldest and youngest. Middle made them with the stardust of their first galaxy. The trio of gods ever made. Middle made them to remind his brothers of their eternal love and change. The youngest does not like change. Turn the page, landing on a scratched up symbol. Began to read a page simply labeled as youngest. It isn't coherent at all. In fact, there's a mashup of discombobulated words and phrases. You need to squint your eyes even to read this as the writing becomes messier and messier. As your vision blurs, you begin to look over the non-sensational sentences. The turnable aborts. The satellite gutter reverts past life. An apparent propaganda rants behind life. An interface primes a damned. Life defeats energy across a Roman poster. Okay, what does that mean? An exhibit tears murder near an alternate voice. Murder tails control behind an approximate shot. Control adverts underneath murder. And to control weds murder. Huh? The only waits in desperation, the endless destiny foretold by the fate of him. His endless screams and fear he does swallow, creating the perfect slaves. Mortal no more, screams the youngest, as the tumors of cyan eyes, sharp teeth, and... The legend seems to end abruptly, as if the very words from the book were torn out of the pages. No, not torn, burned. It seems that whoever published this book meant an untimely end. And whoever murdered the author must have... Out of nowhere, you are overwhelmed with pure exhaustion. Close the mysterious book and stumble to your bed. For some odd reason, the word control is stuck in your mind. Almost as if there's a hand labeled control tugging on the receptors in your brain. You pinched yourself to make sure you weren't really in a B-rated horror movie. Your mind raced with endless possibilities for the day tomorrow. As images of your friend, the book, and Easton, as you remembered it, played through your mind, you began to slowly drift off to sleep. You had a fitful sleep that night, overly excited about going on an urban exploration. Morning came by fast, and the next thing you knew, you were up and about, opening the door for your vocally challenged friend. Good morning. Oops. Are you ready to go? Ugh, are all you heroes just morning people? You know I can't handle noise in the morning. Oh, right. Mute. or in your excitement from the other day, you instantly slap yourself awake. You quickly throw on whatever fits and feels loose and comfortable, stuffing some snacks into your backpack. No one can go urban exploring on an empty stomach, you know. You return to your friend, bag full of snacks and those delicious kettle-cooked chips. You start getting dressed and start to grab your bag when you notice something. 3 items lay on your bed sheets. Were they there before? You don't necessarily care because it's free stuff. Free stuff is always good. Walking towards your bed, you pick up and inspect each of the 3 strange items. The first item you find is a single stem of a purple snapdragon flower. Despite the flower being a single stem, it looks freshly cut. What a rare color. The second item is a strange looking amulet. It looks ominously, and for some reason it unsettles you. Third and last item looks like a damaged photo. You feel very, very, very cautious picking this item up, as it looks like it was made a very, very long time ago. Strange, this item makes your heart ache, but you don't know why. You put the item very carefully in a small pocket in your bag. You don't know why, but these items are going to be very useful later on. With a last look around your room, you look out to meet back up with your, you walk out to meet up with your friend, with your meat friend. Ready, willing, and able. Great, let's go. I think that's where I'm going to end it today.